Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. I'm in a bit of a funny state today. Not going to lie, but I wanted to share with you in case any of you out there are feeling this tremendous, I don't know how to really describe it, but it's really strong energy, and it's a change. And I knew transformation was coming. I knew change was coming. I've been banging on about it. I thought I would be real strong and what have you. Today was a roller coaster moment of downwards. Went down. And when you feel that emotion, it's really difficult to pick yourself up into a higher vibration. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why that yawn's coming and means spirit's with me. And I just asked Spirit for help this morning about it. I've done quite a bit of journaling. I've tried to rest this afternoon. I've just come back from an award ceremony, and my team won an award, which was lovely, being recognized. And the other side to that is something that has happened that I realized I haven't been chosen. I wasn't recognized. I wasn't the one that, even though I knew that the story had me in it, I wasn't that lead character in that story. The story changed. And it's very difficult then to lock it away, because it's a lesson. You have to allow it to come. And even though I knew with my vision over the weekend, I've been spending time with myself, I knew there was still more to come, and it came today. Now, tomorrow we have a very powerful full moon, new moon. And I have recognized that in the past few months, often I'm being given lessons and tests and things that are coming up ready for the moon cycles. They are really in sync at the minute. So I can only believe that this journey that I am on, and if you are listening to me, you'll understand what I'm saying, because it can be a bit woo-woo to people who aren't on a spiritual journey. Although I know I have got to teach people about spiritualism in a way that will awaken them to their higher selves, their opportunity to become the best version of themselves. And I really try and do that in a way that is realistic to most people's lives, just like I teach. I won an award for that today. A real world experience was part of that award title that we provide for our students. And I feel like that is what I'm here to do in terms of my words of wisdom. But of course, it's also my learning, my journey, and I'm always having to be mindful of that. And that's what I'm sharing, without getting too tied down into my own personal side of things. But I share it with you because if anyone else in my network, anyone else out there, anyone else seeing this, reading this, hearing this, understands what I'm going through. And obviously I watch other readers, I watch people that resonate with me, and I've had a wonderful couple of readers that are my readers that have said things to me today. Oh, baby. So sorry I'm yawning. This is really, obviously it's a very important download for whatever reason. So I know that I am there, and I wasn't even going to do a reading, but I lay on the bed. I did a sacral chakra meditation to open that up, to cleanse that, and it was lovely. It filled me with a bit of creativity, I guess. It filled me with the idea of get up and go and do your reading and share and just see what comes. So I'm not asking Spirit right now for guidance in what is coming next week, or how long until you meet your loved one. I'm not that reader right now. And if you want that, you go and find that person that will give you that detail. Today it's really just about, before this new moon, before that, you set your intentions. You know, we've gone through this powerful summer solstice. Well, I certainly have. I've had to today address the fact that I wasn't that chosen person I thought I was going to be, even though the story in my mind was I was meant to be. And I trusted and believed in that so much, and it wasn't about that. It was about this. And I've got to kind of shift myself into that right now. So whilst I was listening to another reader, I was doing meditation and what have you, a couple of affirmations came to me and I wrote them down, and I'll share them with you. I surrender, I allow, I open, and I receive. And that is really about trusting in my faith, in my journey, trusting in my spirit team that is guiding me to that higher place that I'm meant to be, that soul purpose I'm meant to be delivering. And that's all I can do. And even though something changed and I feel really sad about that, somehow you've got to get through that sadness, allow it to play out, and find the next story. And that will be presented to you when it's meant to be presented to you. Anyway, so I have sat here at my magic table, and I've taken my animal cards out because the Animal Spirit Guidebook has called to me. Now, this is really lovely because right now I'm about to take my doggy to the vet because she's got a bad tummy. I think she's fine, but I feel like I need confirmation of that. And one of the things that I was told in my readings today was that I've got to trust in myself, in my own abilities of knowing. And really and truly, that is something that's really important to me, this knowing. And it's hard to have patience and guidance and trust and guidance that in the physical world you don't really see necessarily straight away. It's about you sort of third eye, you're blinded to the 3D. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that. But I hope it makes sense to whoever comes across this for your journey. You are on your journey, remember that. This is my journey, and you're on your journey. But on our journey, we meet people that will help us, guide us. They have a very strong message from source for us, which is what I had this morning. So at least I know I had that beautiful guidance that has got me over the hump, really. And I know tomorrow will be another day and it will be very different again. So here we are, Spirit, at our magical table, and we are going to ask Spirit for some guidance today. We have the beautiful crow, and I say the beautiful crow because this is my familiar. And the other day as I was walking along, I picked up a beautiful black feather. I see crows a lot, and I do pick up feathers quite a lot, but this particular one was on my path. It's got a very funny sort of shape at the top, if you like. It's almost like an arrow head. And it's a very beautiful feather. It's got a very blue tinge to it. So I know it's from sort of the sort of crow, the black crow. And black crows do come along, black birds. I know that this is my familiar. And we'll read what the black crow is saying to us today. And you can see there he's sitting on this beautiful colour of the world. It looks almost like a ball or a world, or anyway. The crows often get drawn in by beautiful things, don't they? Anyway, I also got the starfish. I've never had this card before. So that's a very beautiful card. The beaver, our beautiful beaver, beavering away, making something new. Beaver, beaver. And the gazelle, all about calm, trust, knowing that they can get up and run in danger if they need to. But let's read them from the book and let's see what it is that we are being guided with these beautiful 4 cards that have come out straight away for us. So our lovely crow. I'm wondering whether he will be air. I should think he would be. Vulture, crow. Right, here we go. So the crow, spiritually strong, creative and watchful. And I just did a sacral chakra cleansing. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. My goodness me. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen. Remember what I said? Knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the 3 realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. So when in balance, psychic, strong and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. And to bring into balance, daily meditation practice. All right. Wow. That is so insightful right now. That has blown me away. All right, let's look at our little starfish. Should be in the water, I would have thought. Let's have a little look. Starfish. Fish. Whale. But bear with me. Why wouldn't starfish be here? He would be here, surely. Yes. There we are. Beautiful, alluring, superficial or shallow. The starfish is the natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look, what other people think of them, for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? Oh, yes. So when in balance, uplifting, artistic and expressive, and when out of balance, gossips and feels empty, and to bring into balance, positive friends. That's lovely. That's amazing. All right, let's go back to our little beaver. I think he would be, where would beaver be? There he is. Also here. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good natures and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for people and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks and months or years to see it through. That's me. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. Oh, yes, wow. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor and selfless service. Unbelievable. And then we have got our gazelle. Where is our little gazelle? Our little gazelle. I hope this is resonating with you out there. Let me know, because it's really important that we share and we help each other. I think it's even more important right now because we are all in this very strong awakening situation. And it's really difficult. Where's the gazelle? Really difficult sometimes to just be on your own and know that you're doing the right thing. And even though, you know, it is about our journeys and but helping each other, guiding each other, sort of coming, one thing that I get when I listen to my readers is that I just hear something that makes a bit of sense, or something that I can just take on board to say, oh, right, that makes a bit of sense to me, And I think it's important to recognize that fact in each other. Right, I'm going to find this gazelle now. Any second. There we go. Heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable. So I was a little bit vulnerable with you in the very beginning. The gazelle represents supreme grace with every move, this awe-inspiring beauty amidst sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. And that's exactly what I said. I had to sit down at my magic table, and I had to actually do this, because I was meditating, and I was lying there, and I was like, oh, I don't know whether I want to do a reading, because I felt that vulnerability. But actually coming on here now, I'm opened up. I feel like Spirit have 3 times made me yawn, have opened me up with these beautiful cards. One being, the first one out is the crow, which is that familiar for me. And the crow is so important because it's that insight, it's that past and present and future. But I just said to Spirit, I just want to know now. And gazelle is getting us back to the now, to this present moment. I feel almost like it's balancing out again a little bit in my world. And it's about having that healthy diet and joyful friends and regular self-study. Having your own self-time is great, but it's also about having that opportunity to be with like-minded people. This is why I think I banged on a little bit about saying, please, if you're out there and this is resonating, know that I'm very pleased to be able to help you in some way as I'm helping myself. Let me know on that, This little rabbit card was hopping off the top of this deck. And we've got rabbit as well. And I'm going to read rabbit because I feel he was important, and he wanted to sort of give us a little bit more insight in how we're feeling right now, which was lovely. He's going to be over here. Come on, little rabbit. Where are you? Here we are. So afraid of everything, overwhelmed or frozen, the rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others where we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words. Oh, rabbit, they shape your destiny. Bring into balance a day of silence. And that is something that I have had to battle with. And I said to you my words of wisdom. And I said to you the idea of, be very aware that it's my journey. And I'm saying this to you, so it's my experiences. You might have a different journey, a different experience. But it is your journey. No, don't let other people deter you from that. And I think that's exactly why Rabbit wanted it to hop out and come and tell us that. And I've got to be very mindful of my words as well, of how I'm expressing myself. And I don't know what my future is looking like right now. And I think maybe that is also another thing. You've got to be patient when you're doing a spiritual journey. Right now, Spirit is really cleansing and really making me reflect, putting things in front of me that I feel like I've talked into existence. The whole story that I was meant to be the main lead character of is playing out in front of me, and I'm not that main lead character. That's how it's really difficult right now for me, because I feel like, well, then what is my story? And that is what you've got to be careful of, is what are you saying? So coming on here and talking to you guys and doing a reading is really helping me to express my feelings and express how and learn from Spirit and my guidance. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just coming out of my mouth right now. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to take these cards for some reason. Positive vibrations. Positive vibrations. This was, I didn't do a reading online today. I did my own because I felt like I was really vulnerable this morning. And raise your vibration. And I said it's really difficult sometimes. But this was the card, believing is seeing. And I said to you, I had something that came, that I've been shown that is really, it's just, that's the camel, the card that broke the what do they say? That final straw that broke the camel's back for me, you know, and I knew it was coming. I've talked about it. I've said this is going to happen. And I've brought it in and it's here. And then I'm like, I should be that. So it is very, very much a case of when you see something for real, do you believe it enough to make that change? And this is where I am sitting with this story right now in front of me. So it's really interesting. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but anyway, I'm going with it. I'll post this, and if it helps anyone in any way, I'll be very happy for that. All right, so Spirit wanted me to get this deck as well. Let's see. We have to raise that vibration. And we have to remember that we're on this journey and how important it is for the awakening for ourselves, but for others as well. Our soul purpose. What is our soul purpose? So it is safe for you to shine. Safe for you to shine. I make way for miracles. See that door opening? That's exactly where I am at this moment in time. Manifesting is my superpower. I know. I manifested something I really didn't want to see. But I did it. I saw it. I've got to go on with it. It's my fault. There's a reason for everything. Abundance is a state of mind. So remind yourself to go back to the fact of, here you are. This is what you are. Look how far you've come. Look how much you have achieved. Look at all these wonderful opportunities. I won an award today. The university recognized my hard work. And I'm sitting here going, oh, I wanted to be in that story. No, this was your story. I've got to recognize that. So I surrender, I allow, I open, I receive. It's not something that I wanted to, you know, it wasn't like, oh, you know, it was just, it was gifted to me today in amongst all the other shadow stuff that I've been going through today. So that was quite exciting, quite different. All right. So now they're telling me intuitive whispers. All right, let's do it. Let's see. Our intuitive whisper card. Jumping out. Spacious mind and soul. Spacious mind and soul. Number 21, which is a 3. Spacious mind and soul. Yeah, I feel like that is really depicting me right now. Since the weekend, since Friday. And tomorrow's the new moon. So I think they just told me get the moon cards. Okay. There's one more that has jumped out as well. Spacious mind and soul. And gift yourself. Number 28, which is a 10, which is completion. But I'm going to read Spacious Mind and Soul right now. I am. Because I think it's an important card we need to listen to. We are not made of solid matter. We are made of millions of atoms, and these atoms are 99.9% empty space. It's within that space that creativity and the feeling of spaciousness appears. We have 2 sides to our brains, the creative side and analytical side. When you're overthinking, stressed, or problem solving, your creativity and feeling of spaciousness are limited. In order for your soul's creativity to emerge, you must prioritize cultivating space and stillness. Where else do we have stillness? Gazelle. Yep. Okay, it sounds simple, but it takes effort to find the time for space. With so many distractions designed to keep us in our analytical side of the mind, you have to set time aside for stillness in order to tap back into the endless space that lies beyond. You can't use your mind to create a feeling of spaciousness. Instead, you have to rest into it. Where in your life can you find space? First thing in the morning or late at night? Dedicated time every day to be quiet so you can begin to listen to your soul's intuitive voice. Go walk in nature, listen. I do it. I did it actually earlier on, and I've sort of tried to create space for myself today. Close your eyes, deepen your breath, breathe all the way in and all the way out. Focus solely on the journey of your breath. After a few breaths, noted that by slowing down your breathing, you're slowing down the body, which in turn begins to quiet the mind. Stay focused on the breath, inviting more internal space with each round. The analytical mind may begin to chatter, trying to pull you out of your meditation, but persist and redirect your focus to your breathing. Now listen to the silence. 7-7. And 77 is about rewards. So reward yourself that time. Gift yourself. Gift yourself. That's beautiful. This is a time of gifting. Your manifestations are coming for you. Your miracles are being shown to you. But it's just about having that patience. Okay? Look at that. My breath connects me to life. My breath connects me to life. So an abundance is a state of mind. Gratitude for everything that you have. Be grateful that this is where you're at. Okay, let us get a moon card, because we have our beautiful new moon coming in on the 25th. Oh my goodness me. I'm going to show you this. So this card was difficult to pick up, and I picked up the pack, and look what was on the bottom. The time is right for seeking new opportunities. New moon. And we have the moon totem is a cow, a new beginning, or even a new life may be blooming. So that's what Spirit wants us to know. I'm feeling so much better. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling so much better. Didn't take too long. It only took the whole day to really feel that wondrous magic that Spirit fill us with. Okay, let's take a final little card of a message. Our message cards. I do love these message cards. I really do. They really... Oh, straight away. I can't write those. I can't. Right, you ready? Here we go. Before I finish, this is for you, my beautiful viewer. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The only time to start creating the thing that is meaningful for you now is now. Okay, so stop waiting for the perfect moment. Doesn't matter if this didn't resonate with me, or I wasn't sure whether to do it. It doesn't matter that I look like I do, and I was vulnerable, and I came on and I've recorded something that is very meaningful to me right now. And Spirit have given me all the guidance that I could possibly have needed to know without a shadow of a doubt. This is your journey. You're on this journey. Everything will be when it's meant to be. It will be for you. 100%. So the story that I had created that is playing out in front of me with another lead character, okay, I've got to trust that that wasn't meant to be my story. It got me to a point. Now there's a new story. There's a new beginning. There's new opportunities. And it could be across all areas of my life, because today I was awarded a prize and an award for work. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some other award. But more than anything, it's abundance is a state of mind. And that's what I'm hearing right now. The abundance is not about awards. It's about how you award yourself, maybe, more than anything. and you see yourself being the person that you really are, and you deserve what you deserve. And Spirit know that. So Rabbit also told us the same thing, didn't he? So thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. Thank you for letting me rant on. I hope this worked out for you in any way, and anything resonated. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. You know, like, subscribe. Keep with me on this journey. It's nice to have that network. You take care now. I'll see you again soon.